Welcome back with a new math tutorial. In this video, we'll talk about ratio table. What is the meaning of the ratio table? As we said before, ratio is comparing between two quantities that have the same type and the same unit. If we can represent the relation between the pairs of numbers that they are equal in a table, then we can say that this table is called the ratio table. And in this video, we'll know how to find the missing term of the ratio by using the ratio table. For question number 1, we have a relation between the number of the yellow food coloring drops and the number of the white icing cup. For each 6 drops of yellow coloring food, we need 1 cup of white icing. We need to know how many yellow food coloring if we need to use 5 cups. The first item, the number of yellow food coloring, and the second item, which is the white icing. So we have here the relation between the yellow to the white. The relation that we have, for each 6 yellow coloring food, we need 1 cup of white icing. So we need to find the number of drops of yellow coloring food to 5 cups of white icing. How we can solve this question? We can define the missing term with x. So we have here 3 terms and 1 missing. So we can use cross multiplication to find the value of x. So x represents the number of drops of yellow coloring food. To find it by using cross multiplication, the number that we will multiply with x, which is 1, will be written down. Any number multiplied by the missing term will be written down. And the two numbers will be multiplied together, which is 6 multiplied by 5 will be up. So 6 multiplied by 5 divided by 1 will be equal 30. That means we need 30 drops of yellow coloring food if we need to use 5 cups of white icing. In this problem, we have a relation between the number of the hot dogs to the number of minutes. So the given that we have 66 hot dogs in 12 minutes. We need to find how many hot dogs will be in 2 minutes. So we have a relation now between the hot dogs and the number of minutes. So the given was 66 hot dogs. That will be in 12 minutes. We need to find the number of the hot dogs for 2 minutes. So we can use cross multiplication to find the missing, which is x. So to find the number of the hot dogs will be equals, we'll make cross multiplication. The number that multiplied with x will be written down. The two numbers that multiplied together will be up. So we have 66 multiplied by 2. Now we can simplify the number. And instead of 12, we can write it as 6 multiplied by 2. Because 6 multiplied by 2 equals 12. And instead of 66, we can represent as 6 multiplied by 11. Now we can cancel out 6 and 6. 2 and 2. It means we have here 11. So the number of the hot dogs for each 2 minutes will be 11 hot dogs. In this problem, we have a relation between the number of liters that the patient received for each 8 hours. So we have a relation now between the number of liters to the number of hours. How we can solve the question? We need for each 1 liter, we need 8 hours. So at this rate, we need to find the number of hours that the patient need if we will use 4 liters. So in this question, we have a relation between the number of liters to the number of hours. So for each 1 liter, we need 8 hours. If we have 4 liters, how many hours needed? So by using cross multiplication, we said x would be equals, the number that multiplied with x would be written down, and the two numbers multiplied together will be up. So we have here 4 multiplied by 8. 4 times 8 equals 32. That means we need 32 hours for each 4 liters. And that's how we can find the missing term if they given it 3 terms and we need to find the 4th one. In this problem, we have a relation between the number of cans of corn to the price. For each 10 cans, it will be cost $4. We need to find the cost of 15. So we have a relation now between the cans to the cost. For each 10, it will be costed 4. We need to find the cost of 15. So now the cost is missing. We can say that x is equals. By using cross multiplication, the number that multiplied with x will be written down. And we have here 15 multiplied by 4. We can use factorization to simplify it, as we know that 15 is equals 3 multiplied by 5. And 4 is equals 2 multiplied by 2. Now we have 10 is equals 2 times 5. So we can cancel out 2 and 2, 5 and 5. Then we can say that x is equals 3 multiplied by 2, which equals 6. So it will be cost $6. For each 15 cans of corn, it will cost $6. That's how we can use the ratio table to find the missing term. Verification, Leah exchanged 50 American dollars and received 60 Canadian dollars. Use the ratio table to find how many Canadian dollars that she will receive if she pay 20 American dollars. Now we have a relation between the currency. For each $50 American dollars, it will be equivalent to 60 Canadian dollars. We need to find how many Canadian dollars will be for 20 American dollars. So we have a relation now between the American dollars to the Canadian. So for each 50 American dollars, it will be equivalent to 60. Now we need to find how many Canadian for 20. Now Canadian is missing, so write X under Canadian. So we have now X is equals. By using cross multiplication, the number that will be multiplied with X will be down, and the two numbers will be up. We have here 20 multiplied by 60. Now we can cancel 0 and 0. So we have now 20. We know that 20 is equals 4 multiplied by 5. So we can cancel out 5 and 5. It will be equals 4 times 6 equals to 24. So now we have 24 Canadian dollars for each 20 American dollars.